What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's episode. This is episode 7 of the Let's Play Survival series. And in today's episode, we're going to be building a slime farm. Now, there's several ways to do this. I'm going to show you how I like to do it. It's kind of annoying, especially before you have a beacon, because it requires a lot of digging, but it looks cool when it's finished. So the first thing you want to do is find a slime chunk. Easiest way to do that is go to chunkbase.com, enter your seed in the slime chunk finder, and next thing you want to do is mark it out. So that's what I did. I went to chunk base, found a slime chunk, which is right here, and I dug out one block out of each spot. So it should be at 95, 159, yeah, so right here. And then there should be one right here. And then the next one should be right here. And then right here. But something else I like to do just to make sure I'm dead even is I use Foxy No Tails Markers app. So once I get it marked out, I just try to make sure I'm perfectly chunk aligned. As you can see, here's the chunk border. So let me just turn this into just the single chunk here. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, we line up perfectly inside this chunk. Because if you're just one block off, you can really hurt your rates on a slime farm. So that's the first thing I like to do. Next, we gotta start digging it out. Okay, so once I get the area marked out, I usually like to dig it out flat. So as you see, this was a hill and stuff. I dug it all out. So now I have a flat area to work with. So the first thing that I do is I dig this whole area all the way down to 39. And then that'll all be open. And I usually fill it full of slime blocks so you can look down inside there. But that's a personal choice. If you don't want to do that, then all you got to do is you got to dig down in each corner of the slime chunk. And then you can build your slime farm. I'll show you that once I get there. Okay, once you get your 16 by 16 slime chunk dug out to 39, you want to find the northwest corner, because that's where the mobs spawn on bedrock. Northwest corner of blocks, so northwest is over here. So we need to go ahead and take this out by one more block so we can get you don't have to, but if you don't do this, you'll miss one whole line of spawn chunks. So it's best just go ahead and take it out. Okay, so once you got that one more row dug out right here, you want to figure out what side you want your kill chambers on. I think I'm going to put mine on this side and this side. So to get that started, all you want to do is just come in by 3 blocks. So you want it 3 blocks wide. And you want to go ahead and dig this down all the way down to 11. But we need to make sure we make each of our spawning platforms on the way down. A lot of people start these from the bottom, but I like to start from the top because I like to dig out the whole section. So what we're going to do is on our way down to 11. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down every 3 blocks. And then we're going to dig the next spawning platform, which is right here. This is our first one. Well, this is actually our last one, but it was the first one that we made. So then you'll go down 3 blocks. Actually, you'd want to go down 4 blocks because you need a roof on it. And then this right here, we'll clear this whole area out in the same 16 by 16 square. Well, it's actually 16 by 17, but we'll clear that whole area out, and that'll be our second spawning platform. So we'll get a couple of these done before I get back on here, and we'll go over the next steps. So just to give a better visual of what's going on, so this right here is the kill chamber. Then you come down 4 blocks. This is your first spawning platform. And then this floor level right here would be your second one. We gotta make sure it's 3 blocks tall for the large slimes to spawn. Okay, so I laid out some blocks to kind of show where the torches should go. You basically want to come in 2 blocks on every corner. And then place a torch, so 1, 2, or 3 blocks, I guess that's what I did. And that's only 2. You want to place it on the 3rd block. And you kind of want to put 1 in the middle. And just like that, that's plenty of light to keep other mobs from spawning in here. And slimes don't care about light level. So you want to do this on every layer. So then to get down to your next layer, you want to dig this out 3 blocks wide again. It's going to be right under here. So actually I didn't dig this one out enough. This needs to come off by 1 more. Screwed up. There we go. Then you want to dig this back down 4 blocks. And then dig out your next chunk. So as you're digging out this slime farm, if you run into any caves, you want to go ahead and light the cave up a little bit to keep mobs from spawning. I gotta go down in there and light that up a little bit. But once you get it lit up, all you really gotta do is just block off the cave entrance. So light it up and block it off. And it won't affect your rates at all. Something that will affect your rates is if there's a slime chunk beside your slime chunk, then there's slimes going into caves. I'd highly recommend you find a slime chunk that's a solo slime chunk, one by itself. Like this one here. The next slime chunk next to this one is probably 50 or 60 blocks away. So this is a pretty decent one. You start getting slimes into caves, and that'll kill your rates. Once you got all your layers dug out, you want to come back down here at the very bottom layer, and you want to dig this out 3 blocks deep, all the way across. As you can see, it gets a little hairy now. now I've killed all these slime. Now I've killed all the slime. So you want to dig this out 3 blocks deep. It's actually going to be 5 total. So now once you get it dug out, your feet should be on level 8. And then, so your next layer, you're going to want to dig out this one and put magma blocks, or you can put campfires. It doesn't matter. You want magma blocks or campfires on this layer right here, on your 4th layer. And then the one right below that, your very last layer, will be a minecart hopper system. So you put all your rails down there, and the minecart with the hopper on it, which we'll go over that here shortly. What I need to figure out now is whether we're going to use magma blocks or campfires. So I think we're just going to go ahead and use campfires. You pretty much just want to line it all the way down through here. And once you get all your campfires placed, it should look something like this. And then what I normally do is I'll dig out a little hole in the back of the wall. And I'll just dig this down 2 blocks. Now clear this out. Just want to make room for me to walk so I can put in the minecart hopper system. So then all you want to do is lay out some powered rails. And then some regular rails. So if your rails decide they don't want to cooperate, all you gotta do is extend it out by 1, and then you should be able to get them connected the way you want to. But before I do that, we need to add power. rails coming back through the back side and had the power. So I'm not going to be able to do it and have these rails cooperate. Then this side here will come into a minecart unloader eventually. Then to power this rail, all you really need is just a lever. Oh, not there though, right here. You can just fill all this back in. It's no longer needed. And just as a little temporary thing. Go ahead and place that lever there. Go ahead and get a minecart hopper. That's it for your kill chamber pretty much. You got the campfires and the minecart goes through and picks up all the slime balls off the campfires. Pretty simple, pretty efficient. So the other side's exactly the same. You lay out your campfires, you lay out your rails. Then all we got left to do is to put in the iron golems. Okay, so now once you get both sides set up with your minecart hopper system down there, now you want to set up your iron golems or snow golems. If you're in a hot area, you can use iron golems. But if you're in a cooler area, you can use snow golems. We're going to use iron golems because we have an iron farm and it doesn't matter. You don't have to be perfectly centered, but just kind of center it a little bit. Then you want it to be one block above this spawning platform. Then you'll need to temporarily take out this wall right here to spawn in the golem. The snake can go in there. Oh, I didn't make it tall enough. I don't think I need to make it one more taller. There we go. When you spawn in your golem, you kind of want to push him out of the way. Oops, he got loose. You gotta put that roof piece back on right here. There you go. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You gotta fill in this section right here where you made it big enough to spawn in your golem. So you don't really want him walking around too much in there. And then don't do what I did. Make sure you put that piece on there. So you only want a 2-block gap right here. I had a 3-block gap so he was able to hop out of there. Then pretty much you could just break these couple of blocks out right here. That way the idea is from wherever a slime will spawn in here, they'll be able to see the iron golem. Then you want to do the same thing to this side. So you want to have one on each side. So that way every section in this spawn platform is covered. So that means they'll see them on this side, they'll hop off and fall down here. They'll do the same here. You'll need 16 total, 2 for each platform. Also, I forgot to mention, you want to put a couple torches up there with the golem, just to keep stuff from spawning in with him. And like I said, you just pretty much go up each level, place down some torches, keep the area lit, then spawning 2 golems on each layer. Just pop it. Torch, torch, torch. Alright, so we're just going to do a quick walkthrough. Like I said, make sure you got iron golems on every single layer. Now, I forgot to mention, you want to put some torches in there with them to keep mobs from spawning. And then, on this top layer, you also want to make sure you have torches and iron golems up here as well. This is your top spawning platform. Just like that. And then and that's pretty much it. Slime farm complete, minus a collection system and the AFK platform, which is what we got set up next. Okay, so now we need to set up our AFK platform. And obviously, like I said in other videos, I use the Foxy No-Tails markers add-on. So that's how I got the spawning spears pulled up. But if you don't have this and you don't want to download it, you can just count back like somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 24 blocks. It'll get you at a good enough AFK point. But since we have the markers app, we're going to go ahead and probably say right here. That's where we'll set up our AFK spot. Now you want to be at level 24, Y level 24. So we're going to dig down to level 24. And then from there, we're going to dig a tunnel over to the actual farm. And then we'll dig access points and start setting up the collection system. Okay, since we haven't made it to the nether yet, I cannot make a minecart unloader because I need quartz. So, I'm just going to lay some hoppers here. And the minecart will unload into the hoppers every time it passes by. It's not going to be the most efficient, but it will work for now. Then once I get some quartz, we'll put a proper minecart unloader in here. I'd say for right now, 3 double chests ought to be plenty. Because it's actually 6 to be 3 on each side. And we'll just come over to here. And do the exact same thing. Alright, just like that. So now we got 3 double chests on each side. And get that minecart moving again. If it makes it to the powered rails, we're golden. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So we got our makeshift collection system to hold us over. I just put a whole line of hoppers there because I got an iron farm. That way, hopefully it keeps up a little bit better with the farm. Because I got, I don't know, 7 or 8 hoppers right there. And it hits them twice, so I should drop 14 slime balls roughly every time it goes through. I did the same thing on this side, just kind of ran a whole line of hoppers. And then just a ladder to get down there. We got this little AFK room set up. And then one of the final touches is I usually cover the top of the farm with slime blocks. Sometimes I'll even build a slime statue over it. As you can see, I got it most of the way filled in. Alright, let's go check on our slime farm. We've been AFK for a little bit. Let's see how many slime balls we got. Almost a full double chest there. And a full double chest here. And starting a double chest on that one. As you can see, it's a pretty efficient slime farm. If you'd like a step-by-step tutorial, or if there's something you didn't understand how I did it, let me know. I'd be happy to help you any way I can, or make a more clear tutorial. This wasn't really meant to be a tutorial. It was just kind of what I was doing today. Anyways, if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.